Good evening, friends. Friends, we all know that human beings react in very different manner when the situations are dire. When there is a crisis, human beings react in a manner like never before. And recently, we saw one big economic crisis in 2008. It started from United States of America, then it went to Europe, then came to Asia, and it took a global avatar of a crisis, you can say. And such a crisis, it was such a big crisis that still we were feeling the effects of 2008's economic financial crisis of which world was having. But even that time, the biggest sufferer after United States was European Union, but European Union that time also failed to take appropriate measures. And fortunately, this time it is looking that it is now moving in correct direction. Since a few days, I was telling you that it looks to me that once the Corona crisis is over, European Union's disintegration will start, and it will start from Italy, followed by Spain, and then eventually France will act in the manner Britain did. But now they are taking somewhat good steps, and in 2008's financial crisis, there was a loud cry from the poorer members of the union that union must act properly, and it must support the poorer countries in the union. We all know that southern Europe is comparatively poorer than northern countries of the European Union, and even that time there was resistance from the northern countries to take a collective economic response and collective responsibilities. We saw how countries of European Union reacted with Greece when it was in dire crisis, economic crisis. It was about to be bankrupt, and it went up till IMF, and also European Union gave it money, but it was very conditional one, and the kind of austerity measures the state of Greece had to take, it was really frightening. People were suffering. There were heavy job losses, increase of tax, pay cuts, and all those things, increase of the retirement age, all that, those pains have to be taken by Greece. But fortunately, right now, some good measures they have taken, though they are late, but they are moving in correct direction. When the coronavirus started and it started hitting the southern Europe, especially the countries like Italy, and their financial backbones were about to break, the European Union's response was negative. They were not ready for a collective responsibility of some kind of package for financial aid, and it was heartbreaking for those countries, poor countries with much of debt. And just now, yesterday, a good decision taken by Brussels. It is a huge fundraise of about, they are working on a huge fundraise of about 750 billion euro, which is something around 826 billion US dollar, and it will be a collective responsibility of on behalf of all the states, and for the financial recovery. And this money will be collected from the common source of tax collection which the countries of the union do. So they are moving in an appropriate direction, and this will take the bloc one step closer to the dream with what they were thinking, that the union must act as a central government and must allocate the budget from the common pool like the union governments do it to their states. So they are moving in one direction close. But now we should try to understand why they are doing it and what is the reason behind that. Some days back we talked about how China is trying to work upon divide and rule policy in the European Union. It is trying to break European Union for its own personal benefit. I think it was Friday or Saturday when Xi Jinping, the Chinese president, he talked to the strongman of Hungary, Mr. Viktor Orban, and when he talked with him, he was talking about 1+17 platform, which consists of China, one is China, and 17 states of Central Europe as well as East Europe. And Mr. Viktor Orban was very much interested in, and he proposed that he's going to work with China on the platform of 17+1. So it definitely caused shivers in the office bearers of European Union, so much so that the European Union's office bearers, they started giving interviews, and they started saying that it's high time that European Union must stay strong, otherwise China is going to work on the policy of divide and rule. And it was not only Hungary. Chinese premier, he talked with Angela Merkel, who is the Chancellor of Germany. He separately talked with the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, but he was not talking to any of the office bearers, any of the officials of the collective union, because European Union want to check the influence of China. We have already seen that many of the countries, that it be Poland, Austria, Hungary, Slovakia, Slovenia, these all countries have large dependency on their GDP ranging from 3% to 12% on China. Now what this union is trying to do, it wants to act as a collective union, a political plus financial entity, so that the state of China, the government of China, cannot misuse the fractions between them, individual problems, individual crisis which China was trying to use. So I always say, maintain one thing, that human beings react very extraordinarily in matter and manner of a crisis, and here the European Union has reacted very strongly in a very positive direction. I'm sure, though they have to pass this budget, but I don't feel that there will be an issue, because France and Germany, they are moving together. The two countries which are often at loggerheads with each other in the union, they are on the same page right now. So it looks that the union will survive and also counter the effects of China and the way China is trying to divide and rule the Europe. So I think it is not a very good news for the state of China, but definitely for the free world it is a good news. And we want that the European Union must survive, it must act positively, it must act together. So I will once again say, what the 2008 global financial crisis was unable to do, Brexit plus China effect, China's policy of divide and rule the Europe, plus COVID-19 did it for the European Union.